Hi, this is Denise of PaperKraftD, and today I am prepping for Junk Journal January. If you're not familiar with that, it is a month-long challenge hosted by Meg Journals. On her YouTube channel, she describes Junk Journal January as a free month-long challenge to inspire you to create in your junk journal or art journal. It's a great chance to kickstart your creativity in 2025 with a supportive community and to show up to your journal. And what's really cool about this is she does provide prompts, but those prompts can be interpreted in any way, shape, or form. There's no fixed right way or wrong way to do this. It's really about exploring new ideas, new techniques, new ways to get creative. And you do this through a daily practice. It's not about being perfect. It's not about, having a work of art at the end of the day. It's just about taking 15, 20 minutes every single day and sitting down and creating something. So with that in mind, I want to show you last year was the first year that I participated in Junk Journal January, and I made this journal that was essentially just one signature, and it was the January planner for 2024 that Kara and I came up with. And I just, I had a lot of fun. I was not really able to finish the entire month. I got about halfway through, which I was more than pleased with. And I really enjoyed myself. I really liked doing that and just kind of journaling and figuring out what sparked creativity for myself. But this year my goal is to spend less time each day, but get through the entire month. I also found that trying to do a daily process video was a little bit overwhelming for me. So this year I'm going to kind of adopt the model that Corey Dahman used, which was to do the prompts offline and then kind of do a weekly recap type of thing. And if I videotape it and I add some little clips along the way for process, that's great, but that won't really be my focus in terms of sharing things here on YouTube with you. Okay, so that was my journal for last year. I really loved it. This year I am doing something a little bit different. I'm doing one that's a little bit smaller, and it is ring bound so that I can remove the pages and work on them outside of the journal itself. So my plan is to use this little Elizabeth Craft Design planner. This is the Sidekick size. It's a personal size planner, ring bound. And I think it'll be perfect for this project. I haven't decided if I'm going to be using this particular cover or not. Currently, this is the only one I have, so that's why I pulled it out, but I might go ahead and buy myself another one to use specifically for this project. We'll see. Flexible. So I don't have a ton of dies for this size. As far as I know, I think these might be the only two that I actually have at the moment. So I'm going to be cutting some base pages to put in here. I'm also going to be cutting some, just gathering up some other pages and stuff. Like I want to put this in here. Oh, that actually fits pretty much perfectly. It's a little glassine envelope, but I have an idea for how I'm going to do that. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a bunch of random pages to put in here. So I'm literally pulling from my scrap pile, and I'm just, whatever I happen to have in there, I'm just cutting. So this one I like this kind of, I like this edge actually. So I'm not overthinking this too much. I'm just kind of trying to do this very, very quickly. This was single-sided, so I doubled it up and glued it. So it had a little bit more stability, a little more thickness. But yeah, I'm just trying to do this really fast and just not again, not overthinking. Just kind of get it done. Look how cute that looks. Yeah. So that'll be fun. Let's see what else I have in my bag of tricks. I think I'm gonna actually just cut this right down the middle. This is a printable on some fairly thick cardstock. And then I am just scoring this down the middle, and I'm going to be folding this over and running it through my die cut machine so that it retains the fold. And that way I can include some other pieces in this planner that, you know, might be a little flimsy or difficult to put holes in. And you can see I'm just taping this down to the die so that the fold is inside of the cutting edge. I want to make sure that I don't cut that fold. I want to keep that intact. Just running it right through. It's a pretty simple process. And you know, I know there's a die for this for the regular size planner. I'm not sure if there's a die for this for the Sidekick, so I'll have to look into that. All right, so look how cute these are. So I've got some silver ones. Could turn it over and use the craft side. Some of those. I've got this one. And I'm going to be doing more as well, but I like that. This is going to be a fun one because you'll see like this design like that. So that'll be kind of cool, actually. All right, so this is what I came up with. And I've cut a bunch of different pages. Just prepped them. I might use all of them or I might not. I might even cut more of different papers if these don't seem to be working like I want. But I like the layered look. We'll definitely be playing off of torn edges and, kind of just doing some different stuff. Oops. And they won't necessarily stay in this order. And what I like is I can take these out of the book and work on them and then put them back. So that's kind of a cool feature as well. I like these colors. I'm going with a fairly neutral palette. This is the only kind of brightish one that I've got. Actually, this is just a page that I had done some stitching on to make some practice stitching before I was going to work on a project. And then I cut one already collaged paper. So that's kind of fun. Some watercolor paper with a rough edge. Some file folder. I cut this in half like this, and it's just this torn edge, and I probably will make a pocket out of that. I actually cut some sandpaper as well. I don't know that I'm going to end up using it, but it's kind of an interesting texture. I got some brown, really thick cardstock, and some more watercolor paper. All right, so that is what I have. I put these on the front because I just going through all of my scraps yesterday, and all of these are just done from scraps that I pulled out of my bin. So that's another thing I love about this project is I can use up my scraps. I want to use this glassine envelope. And I have this that I had tested some gelatos on. So I want to include this somehow in here. at some point. So I just put this in front so I wouldn't forget about it. I'll just leave that there. And then I made a bunch of these little, you know, holder things so that I can just, you know, insert pages in there. And I've got some text. I've got some kind of more neutral ones, silver. I really like this one. This is, I had sopped up some paint, some black. I like this one's kind of torn, so it's got that torn edge. I like that. Some pattern paper. Oh, this is an old, I don't even remember what this is from, but this is some old paper. It has that nice vintage patina. Some of this. Some more pattern paper. Some file folder. So I like all of those. What happened to my, oh, I think I'd already showed you this one. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, a lot of options, and this will allow me to put in, you know, papers that are a little more flimsy, that I wouldn't necessarily put directly into the holes like this. And I can get different sizes, and I can just use half of it if I want. I don't have to use, you know, I could just cut it in half and just use these 3 or the top 3. I don't have to use the whole page. So anyway, so that's what I've got. I really would like to know if you're going to be playing along as well, doing this Junk Journal January. I think it's a great collaboration. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the collaborators come up with and the videos that they put out. And I'm really excited to just be playing along. And I hope that you do play along. This inspires you, even if you can't do every day, to just kind of, you know, do what you can. And if you like today's video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed and you like this kind of content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and shared this channel with your friends. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Again, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and craft on.